and welcome to Top Stories on Viewer Television. My name is Zainab Ibrahim. Every banknote remains legal tender and should not be rejected by anyone. The Central Bank of Nigeria has disclosed this as the Apex Bank directed all its branches across the country to continue to issue different denominations of the old and redesigned banknotes in adequate quantities to deposit money banks. The Apex Bank stressed that every banknote that it has issued remains legal tender and should not be rejected by anyone. This disclosure was contained in a public statement issued by the Director of Corporate Communications of the CBN, Isa Abdulmumin, in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu recently stopped the implementation of a hike in electricity tariff and insisted that the subsidy be paid on power consumed nationwide. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, revealed. Adelabu also stated that the federal government would investigate the legality of the 5-year license extension given to privatized power distribution and generation companies, stressing that the operating license of the firms would have expired on October 31, 2023. The minister, who spoke at a press briefing in Abuja, further stated that he would sack any non-performing chief executive in agencies under the Power Ministry if their non-performance would make him lose his job as minister. The Independent National Electoral Commission has insisted that electronic collation of results is illegal in Nigeria. The Commission said this against the backdrop of expectations that the results of Saturday's off-cycle governorship elections in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa states would be transmitted electronically. The Chief Press Secretary to the INEC, Chairman Rotimi Oyekami, made the clarification to one of our correspondents on Wednesday, as the police in Imo State warned the organized labor against intimidating voters during the election in the state. There has been a clamor for electronic transmission of election results in the country, with the issue forming a core plank of the presidential election petition filed at the Presidential Election Petitions Court by the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party. The Spanish Navy has reiterated its commitment to partner with the Nigerian Navy to tackle maritime insecurity in the Gulf of Guinea. The Spanish ambassador to Nigeria, Juan Gel, said this in Apapa, Lagos, during the reception on board its warship, Tornado. Gel explained that the exercise was part of Spain's 3-month deployment of ships within the Gulf of Guinea. Also, the commanding officer, David Castillo, said the purpose of the visit was to ensure maritime security. He explained that in the course of their movement, they would share information with the host country in order to ensure maritime security. Castillo, however, admitted that there were many threats to Nigerian maritime safety. The Northern Elders Forum said it is disturbed by the Cold War between renowned businessmen of Northern extraction, Alhaji Aliko Dangote and Abdulsamad Rabiu of Bua Company. NEF is a statement by its convener. Professor Ango Abdullahi said that the development was affecting the region's economic and political stability. According to NEF, Dangote and Abdulsamad are both eminent business leaders and respected elders of the North should be in the forefront of setting exemplary conduct for the benefit of the entire region. The Northeast Development Commission (NEDC) has commenced training of 34 medical doctors in a campaign to combat and eliminate cervical cancer in the Northeast sub-region. The managing director of the NEDC, Muhammad Gonu Alkali, disclosed this in Gombe, while inaugurating a 3-day training exercise for the doctors drawn from 6 states of the sub-region. He said the exercise is a collaboration between the Commission, Federal University of Health Sciences, Azare, and University of Miami in the United States. After 151 days in the custody of the Federal Government Security Agency, a High Court of the Federal Capital Territory admitted the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria's CBN, Godwin Emefiele, to bail the court, in spite of stiff opposition from the federal government through the Attorney General of the Federation and the Economic and Crime Commission (EFCC) permitted Emefiele to go home and prepare for his November 15 arraignment. Justice Olukayode Adegbola Adeniyi, who granted the bail, hinged his decision on the fact that Emefiele has stayed in government custody beyond the time stipulated by law. Imo State Governor and candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Hope Uzodinma, as well as the candidate of the Labour Party, Athan Achonu, All Progressive Grand Alliance, Tony Ejiogu, and New Nigerian People's Party, Ben Oduze, were all absent at the Peace Accord meeting organized by the National Peace Committee in Owerri for all the governorship candidates in the state. Ahead of the November 11 governorship election in the state, however, in Bayelsa, the People's Democratic Party's candidate, Governor Doye Diri, and his APC counterpart, Timpere Silva, engaged in a war of words shortly after signing the peace accord to commit to the peaceful conduct of Saturday's governorship election. Also in Kogi State, 18 political parties participating in Saturday's governorship election signed the peace accord in Lokoja. In Imo, PDP's Samuel Anyanwu, who came to the peace accord, left after he observed that the candidates of the major political parties were not present. Though Uzodinma, Achonu, and Anyanwu said their running mates, the organizers of the ceremony didn't allow them to sign the peace accord. And that is how we wrap it up on Top Story today. Thanks for watching.